Hello, people of Earth. It's your pal, the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming your way with another low-key broadcast. Today we are continuing the career of Dan Wright in the MyRise mode of WWE 2K22. But first, I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter who, what, where, when, why, or how you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, we are happy to have you with us, and we hope the day finds you well. Hell, maybe you want to shoot. All right, let's get on down to what normally is the GWA Control Center / boardroom, and is now just the loading screen for MyRise. Now, taking a look at this feller, I have no recollection of what we've done with Dan Wright beyond, Dan Wright beyond. I remembered he had watermelon hair, and that seems to be accurate. Okay, background as a pro athlete, is a powerhouse archetype. Has less than 150,000 fans, 93 overall, which is pretty spectacular. Oh, hang on one second. Let's watch it update live. And poof. Oh, it didn't work. Let's try it again. There it goes. All right. So, actually, I'm going to run to the bathroom. This is unprecedented as well. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick while this is loading. So, BRB, and then we'll be back to see what Dan Wright is up to in his career. It is going to be extra awkward because we haven't done this in months. I haven't actually played matches in this game in months. So I'm going to be relearning the controls in the first match back. And who knows what locker room I'm going to be in when I hit this button. All right, back in a jiff. Bick. Okay. We are in a bar, hanging out with fans. Oh. Look at that ambiance. Playing the pools. Okay. I are a good boy. I have 6 upgrade points. That's gonna come to play. And I stand before 2 fans in the area. Options menu, please. We are currently in the pool hall. We can go to the gym, which is currently locked. And we have something to do in the GM office of NXT. I'm assuming, by the fact that there's a little green boob. So we're on NXT? I thought we were on SmackDown. Maybe we came back. All I remember is, like, creating an outfit. I don't even know what the moves are. This is going to be a fun first couple of matches. A rocky start to the career, or a rocky resurgence of the career of Dan Wright I Am. Okay, Mr. Regal. And Chase. You got something to say, Chase? How do you do that without moving your mouth? Oh, sorry, that was me talking. Sounds great. Let's annihilate this dude. Let's relearn the ropes against.
What are you doing here? Did you get signed to NXT?
No, not yet. But I hope that changes after tonight.
Okay, I'll help you look good.
I have a non-televised match to show management what they're missing out on. And I was hoping I could face you.
Okay.
I am not going to do that. I'm going to squash this dude as best I can.
Great. So, how do we want to approach this?
Okay, I got a kick out of his finish.
I'm not gonna let you win or anything like that, but I'll do my best to help you look good by having an entertaining match. That work for you?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. But what if you let me hit my finisher?
How dare you, Chase? This is a spirited athletic
really show the bosses what I'm all about.
Somehow also make sure it's an entertaining match.
Fine, forget I said it.
Strange blurring of the lines. I don't think they have like a clearly
what about
defined
a signature move?
New idea
Would that be
of
all right?
kayfabe in this company anymore.
Chase.
I feel like AEW's is being more solidified, like with what they've been consistently putting out on their media scrums. Pinfall, 1, 2, 3, get him, get him! This is it, this is it! It's all over! Oh, so close. And that new Access show certainly looks to be of a certain way, I should say. A certain hybrid kayfabe style they seem to quite enjoy. Okay, pick him back up. What's the grippity drappity goopy button? That's striking. What a ridiculous combination. Oop, also, so that's heavy attack. Okay. Yeah, that's the stuff. Pin him down. Making you look good, buddy. See, you kicked out at 2. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, I can't believe you kicked out at 2. You're looking great, pal. You're a friggin' superstar. Now let's really make you shine. There you go. You look great. Yeah, revving up that crowd. Smack-a-doo. Get up. What a combo. Good gravy. Ugh. You look good, brother. We got him now. Oh, what a kick out. What a kick out. Oh, missing with the big senton. There we go. Finally, some offense for Chase. Here comes his big comeback. Of all the people talking. Oh, ow, ow. Nice try. Moves out of the way of the DDT. Ooh, ah, back chop. Rocks him with it. Lock him up. Oh. Yeah, boom. Puts him down. Into the cover. Crowd's with me. Chase is not. Still 2. Right back in there, buddy. Right back in there. Oh, dear. Seems like most of my moves are just disgusting. Like that burning hammer. Okay. Yikes. I can't believe this is a single button press. That combination of all that. Okay, here we go. What do we do? Ugh, stuffs him with the pile driver. I gotta figure out, and excuse me for a second, because it has been a long time since I've actually used the controls. What are the grapples where I can use the controls? Maybe it's a certain move. After a grab, stick, Light for X and Y. Okay, Irish Rip for that. Combinations. Oh, here we go. Carry position. So, after pressing B to grab, right button and left stick. I see, right bumper and left stick. Got it. So, B and then right bumper, left stick up is what I'm looking for. Pick them up. Let's try this. B. Power bomb. Scoot him over this way. Looking good, buddy. Oh, didn't quite do that. Didn't quite do that how I wanted. Let's try that again. Sorry, pal. There, I really want to make you look good, so I'm going to do it right into the camera, okay? Look how awesome you look. You're impressing the bosses. Oh, you're doing a really great job. You're doing a great job, Chase. Wind them up. You stand there stunned. I get the crowd what they need. Yeah, give them a piece. Back in at 3. That's impressive, right? Thanks, Pally. Oh, counters the finisher. Let's get a signature in there. Ha-boom! Radankadoo. That's ridiculous. Okay. Oh, God! Into the cover after the Eradicator. You look great, buddy. You look fantastic. I'm sure they loved you, the job you did. Taking like every move that I had. Yeah, Dan Wright I Am. I mean, the Goldberg video, not necessarily incorrect. In some way, he's just a squirting fools. He has that giant eagle tattoo on his back. I forgot. Now, is he going to get mad? Because I literally gave him, like, a punch and one submission move. But he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, don't worry about it. We're having a good match, you and I. Yep. Everything went great. Happy to help, buddy. All right. Performance Center. Let's check out our social media and see what's up. Just found out I'm not getting signed, but you did everything you could to make me look good. Appreciate it. I guess. Sorry it didn't work out this time. Keep fighting. Your time will come. Thanks, bud. Kind of delusional, if you ask me, but alright. Check my upgrades. I don't really want to spend any more, because, like, what am I going to do? Oh, I also don't have enough. But is that it? Like, that can't possibly be. These are the only things I have to look to improve. So striking, grappling, aerial and running, submission, defense overall. So the only thing, yeah, defense and resilience. I'm gonna crank these two. I think I'm okay with like having level 8 striking and grappling, level 7 running and submission. I think I'm okay with those. I think I'll just maybe get defense a little higher in case. You know, in case things get tricky or I start getting put in like 3- and 4-way matches, etc., etc. So we helped them in the office. That was nice of us. We are currently in the gym. Can we just kind of like back out of here? Back. No. Is there nobody else here? I guess not, if it's just us staring like this. We got it. Story progress. Oh, there's so many that I don't know about. 5 of 21 from NXT. 7 of 14 from the Performance Center, which is kind of where I am now, but kind of also NXT. These are kind of linked, I guess. Nothing on Raw. 9 of 25 on SmackDown, which is surprising. I didn't think I was on SmackDown that long. Okay, well, let's go to the GM's office and see if I can get some work back in on NXT. They brought me up for a look on SmackDown, and then I came back down to NXT, because they do that periodically with talent. So that was I did a loop. I came back through. So we're going to try to do everything here, if we can get away with it. Okay, grapple. I just gotta remember the positioning of all the buttons here. No one else here? What's up, William Regal? Ooh. Mm-hmm. So wait, so this is going to be like a single little elimination tournament with NXT and NXT UK stars, and if I win it, I get a shot at the title? Yes, please. That's like literally everything I want in a wrestling game.
The NXT breakout
literally said a shot at the
right
NXT title, Dan Wright, you ding
This
dong.
year, it's open to NXT and NXT UK superstars who've never received an NXT title opportunity, which means you're eligible.
Yes, please. I am in. I am in.
What does the winner get?
Max upgrade points, 40. Max
Confident one, are we? The winner will earn a championship match of their choice at NXT TakeOver. So, are you interested in participating?
The breakout tourney for young up-and-coming NXT stars like myself.
This is the opportunity I've been waiting for. I'm in.
All right. Good luck.
First two NXT breakout tournament matches revealed. Dan Wright will face Joaquin Wilde, while Hector Flores takes on KSA Manny? More to come. I don't really know all these people's like social feeds. Bad draw. This is my tournament to win. Nothing's going to stop me. To which I replied with no prompting. Didn't know this was your tournament. Will be extra embarrassing when you get knocked out in the first round. And then Joaquin Wilde, Joaquin Wilde, Zima Ion was like laughing emoji. So I am thoroughly embarrassed that he put a tiny picture of a smiley face underneath a message that I wrote on a social media site. Oh, it raises my ire so. Oh, people may. Oh, I might get ratioed. Arrgh. Okay, now that I remember how to do this. Now that I remember how to do this and we're near the ropes. Hep! Ugh. And then into the apron or into the side of the ring. Whoop. And then I'm back. I don't think I have any dives to the outside. Ain't no thing. Just take some time for my fans. Oh, got that counter in. Ugh. Oh, no, you don't. Get up. Oh, into the Samoan spike. I didn't even know I had that. Beautiful. You're getting dumped, son. This is my ring. Dan Wright I Am. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming out. I'm turning up the ropes. Get him. This is dumb. Hiya! Double axe handle to the back. Ref, get off, get off. What am I doing? Come on now. Okay, now I targeted my opponent once more. Oh, dang it. I was gonna do something super fancy there. Start with a forward roll. Oh, spikes. Dan with a DDT. Dan doesn't like that. Look like he's going for a pin. You gonna go for a pin off of that? Might as well. Doesn't drag him just so. Into the cover. Kick at it, nothing. Oh. Oh, dang it. How did you interrupt my clothesline into a grapple? That's interesting. Man, I take too long to uncork that thing. What a recovery for Ken Wild here. Drive in the air to Dan Wright. Get up, Pally. Oof. Ah, no, my eagle. Distance. Back into the ring. Now, instinctively, I hit the recover stamina button for the fire throw, but that ain't the way. Let's get back in here. Hiya! Pile driver. Stuffs him. Pin that man. Hook him away from the ropes. Good stuff. Oh, out at one. Oh dear. It's burning hammer time, son. Ugh, don't hurt him. Ow, you. Yeah, you son of a gun. Time for the Eradicator. Into the pin. Ugh. Pull away from the rope. So close, but yet so far. And it's over. Woo! Put up a heck of a fight, by which you got in a couple moves on me. I want to change that Goldberg video, seeing as how it's so prominent in this NXT one. It's not quite what I'm looking for. Not nearly colorful enough for a Dan Wright. I would accept just basically, like, honestly, the NXT 2.0 by itself would be a better move, but I'm not thinking this one. Okay, a little awkward. I don't think I like my signature anymore with that, like, double-handed. Like, it's interesting, but I don't know if it fits. I was robbed. Dan Wright doesn't deserve to continue in the tournament. Guess it's my tournament now. Keep laughing. We'll see what happens. Sure. Get back out of that. Hello, Hector Flores. Did you also win your match? Let us talk about it. Oh, we're in this one of the semis? Sweet. Not me. I would have thought I would have surpassed you long ago. Compliment them? Let's compliment them. Let's be nice.
So I guess we stand in each other's way of making it to the finals?
Yeah, looks that way.
Who would have thought after all our battles at the PC we'd be facing each other again with so much on the line?
Where's the shake hands button? Sportsmanship!
I saw how talented you were at the PC, so I'm not surprised. But I want you to know that even though we respect each other,
us against
I'm
this
not
guy,
going to
so
take it easy
the
on
final
you.
then will be against
I want this title opportunity more than anything.
A notable NXT star, perhaps someone from the NXT
I feel the
UK
same
brand,
way.
since they happened to explicitly
So may the best
mention it
man
before we
win.
started the tourney. Oh, straight to the match. Ugh. Oh yeah, this is one button press. Does that damage you? There, that doubled all the damage I did to him. Yeah, we having a good time. I gotta remember when I press up, it makes me stand up. Yeah, baseball slide. Get away from my ring. Yeah, hit it with the pose. I gotta get a quicker clothesline. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. What do we got here? Trap, reversal. Into the DDT. Love to see it. I'm just going to try all my moves. So I double tap this. Boom! Eat defeat! We're serving a soul food for you. Okay. And go left or right. Ugh! Big high angle STO. And it changes if I go the other direction. Oh yeah, Samoan spike. And then it's X and A. Oh, I already knew that. That's the DDT. Hit him with the standing strike. Well, he's in the ring. Oh! That is a combination there. That does not count. Hang on 1 second. And standing strike. Ugh. Oh, we got subtitles for commentary we're not hearing. Giving it their all with so much at stake in this NXT Breakout Tournament. I'll use it as a Irish whip. Oh no, the ref! And the referee got caught sleeping, and now we're going to find out who really wants to advance. Wait a second, we've got company. It's Joaquin Wilde! Yeah, and he brought a guest of his own in the form of a kendo stick. Oh no, I've been worn out by Joaquin Wilde. Is Hector going to go heel on me? Flores has no idea what's happened. Oh, he's going to ruin our friendship. Where's my counter button? Counter, counter, counter. At least I got to look strong at the beginning of the match. This could do it. Down with the frog splash. The referee's coming too. I can't do anything about it. Two. Oh, Dan Wright jarbed out in front of all of his fans. Whoa. Whoa. Now I got a feud with that guy. Oh, Dan Wright is angry. Dan Righteous Anger. Oh, Hector doesn't like it either. This will probably end in a three-way. Triple threat. Saw the footage of what happened. Didn't want to win like that, but nothing I can do now on the finals. I get being upset that I'm better than you, but costing me a shot at the title. Or the championship match crossed the line. We're even now. I'm not sure about that. Like, I beat you fair and square. I'm gonna go find you so we can talk face to face. I'm gonna go kick this guy's butt. First, I'm gonna get another different submission move. I'm trying to think of what that could be. I definitely like the idea of it being a quick striking attack. And I'm gonna swap out that clothesline for a faster one. Oh, maybe later. Looks like I gotta ambush this fool with his little pirate armband. Okay. Oh. Get up. Get up, you fool. Ugh, tastes concrete. How do I pick something up? How do I pick something up? I wonder if it's the same as grab. Object. Pick up object. Left. Bumper. Drop it. Okay. No, wrong object. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, jeepers creepers. Stuff you'd never do in a regular match anymore. Oh, God. Wearing them out. Sit down. I'm not done with you. Costing me a shot at the championship. Or a potential shot at the championship. Hey. Hey. Turn around. Get the table. You're standing in front of it. Set it up. Okay. That was all done with the Irish whip button, so that's interesting. How do I need to know how to go grrr and just grab you. Well, when I have a grab, I need, like, you know what I mean? Like, just to be able to, like, literally grab. Or maybe I'll just powerbomb you through this thing. I can do that too. I'm gonna walk him over to this table and put him through it if I can. Here we go. And that looks good. Ugh. How's that feel? Piece of garbage. And then a pile driver. Ugh. How's your neck? Is this thing broken? Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Let's grab a fresh piece of steel here. You cost me a title, I'm going to shorten your career, buddy. Get up. Get up. Come on. Oh, in the face. Yeah, sure. Take off your hand there. Oh, over the head again. Get up. I'm going to run down this ramp at you. Can't talk while holding this thing. Here it comes. Oh. Interesting. So you can't do like a running chair shot to the dome. Ah, my knee, my precious knee. Ugh, blocked. Okay, that chair's wrecked. Oh. Ugh. If I can powerbomb him on this upper ledge. Oh no, he countered. Ugh. Ugh. Ow. Oof. Come get a piece. Oh no, you don't. Come here. Oh, it takes a while. Locked out while he's doing a combo. Oh no! Submission moves I have no idea how to get out of. Oh! Ouchies. Locked. Into the Eradicator. Or whatever he calls it. Ugh! How's that? Oh, dang! Right into the manhole cover, or that drain. Brutal. Countered! Ugh. Grabbed you. Let's try this again. I'm gonna try to powerbomb out on this ridge. Ugh, onto the chair! Get up. Get up, you son of a gun. You cost me everything. And now you die! Ugh. How does this end? Other than badly for this guy. Like, what's left to do? Oh wow, look at all this. What do we got? What can I grab? More chairs. Come on. Grab the stuff that's around as I tap the grab weapon button. Ridiculous. Can I put you through this massage tip? Let's try it. Don't you dare punch me. Oh, wrong button. Oh, let's try again. Sorry about that, buddy. Hit the wrong button. You need to hit X. Dang it, we're nowhere close now. I gotta run all the way back. Ugh! There, go through that table. See how that feels. Now, I swear to you, thank you, that there was a chair over here. Do I need to get every part of his body red? There, now you're busted open. Oh! Somehow countered. So did I. I wonder if I can do this right away, or if I needed to clear it off first. There, that finally did it. Dumped him behind the back, somewhere in the backstage area. That last power bomb took it out of him. Still not even, but that felt good. I've had enough of this back and forth. You didn't get your opportunity, but you will get a match. No holds barred against Wild. Me and my kendo stick will see you there. Can't wait. Oh, you're in trouble. Hector Flores looking to take on Finn Balor. You got this, Hector. I mean, just don't be mean to me and I won't be mean to you. It's pretty much my attitude with most folk. So Flores seems to be like, hey, I have this thing. Isn't that great? And seems to support me and I will support him. What? Immediately into the takeover match. That's crazy. Like, I would love the opportunity to, like, tweak my dude as I keep saying I want to adjust some moves here and there. Wonder what I did wrong there. Oh, low drop kick. Sets him up. Sets him up. No holds barred. This is one of my favorite holds overall, so. Out you go. No, get down, get down, get down, get down. I'm trying to get in it. It's not in front of that, thank you. Kendo stick, you said, huh? Like this? One of these kendo sticks? They look like this? Into the cradle shock! Amazing. Oh, you didn't like that? Oh, you didn't like that? You're gonna hate this then. Follow that up with a burning hammer. Ugh. Let's see. Kendo stick, huh? Here's another one. Oh, oh. Back into it with the DDT. Yeah, he's feeling good. He's feeling fancy free. Oh, dang. I thought I countered that with the flip over, but it was part of his own move. Oh, he's getting ready for something big. Lousy camera work, but that was a running knee strike to the side of my dome. Dragon screw counter. Get back to your feet. Get back to your feet. So I can hoit you. Ugh. Get back here, kendo stick. You ain't going nowhere. You gonna hit me with the kendo stick, huh? Huh? Is that your plan? Get up. Urgh. lays him out. All right. What else do we got? Hip. There we go. Hey, bud. Aw, dang it. Stupid ref got in my way. Ugh. Counter. Hi. Power slam through the table. How's that feel? Pretty good, huh? Come on, get up on the ropes. And get him. Big senton splash. Let's try a pin off that. Here we go, ref. Absolutely destroyed him. There you go, buddy. How's that for a no-holds-barred match? Report. Why drag it out? You know, we had him right where we wanted him. We put him away. Wasn't worth going into, like, I would have, you know, could have put him through the commentary table, done a bunch of stuff. Wasn't worth the extra effort. It's not even like a title shot. That was just a sort of revenge beating. Or the conclusion of a revenge beating that we began backstage a week ago. Now please, if I could just have a little time to tweak my guy again. Just want to change a couple moves. 40 more upgrade points. 11,000 fans. Okay, moveset. Let's do this first. I do love the customization in these games. It is, honestly, more than the television product. It's their best product, I gotta say. Their video games are better than their TV product. By a large margin. It's ridiculous. Signatures. The Celtic War Sword and the Whetnap. Oh, that's amazing. That's my other signature move. I didn't know I had that. All right. So I have a signature dive from the taunt, from the top. Crushed him. And I do like the idea of a striking finish. I do like that. It doesn't need to be a spring. It doesn't need to be a springboard because I want to be able to hit it wherever. Not a corner strike. I definitely went the wrong way. Standing strong strike? Maybe. If we got something that's just ridiculous. Nah, I don't want to just boot them in the head. I mean, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Okay, also cool. Don't get me wrong, but I don't necessarily want to spit venom every single time I do something. Triple hip attack. Da-boop, da-boop, da-boop. Devastating. Triple hipper. Okay. Standing strong. Oh yeah, I gotta use a clothesline too. Just something faster. I'm not too keen on the stomp. I do love this, because that just looks like it wipes them out. Ugh. I'm partial to this, unless I already have it somewhere. Ugh. Just that right boot as hard as I can. Can I switch sides? No way. I was hoping maybe I could switch legs. Okay. And I'm keeping this for sure. That's hilarious. It's a pin too, which is amazing. And... okay. Ringside. Oh boy. Definitely attack. What do we think of this? I'm just watching the names go by real quick. jumping this, jumping that. What's the thing that we just did called? Spinning heel kick. Well, why are we? Yeah. Why are we starting? We'll start there then. The S's. Suplexies. Side. I take. Ace. No such thing exists. Alright, well, you can spear him outside then. Big old spear outside. And the Chingoa bomb for some reason. And then finishers. Suplex pile driver. On the Shattered Dreams. Love it. Okay, those are both great. White noise off the ladder. Alabama slamming the tail. Okay. Big rumble. Nice. Big boots and choke slams. Catching finisher into a tombstone. Sure, sure. A 1v2 finish? What does that even mean? Oh, come on now. Nah, I don't need any of that. That's just silly. Okay, that. Oops. I want to say front running. Yeah, that one's too heavy of a clothesline. It looks good, don't get me wrong. I need a quick one. 3's pretty good. Boom, just get in there. Knee lift, clothesline. Ah, that's my grapple move. Got it. Love it. Okay. That seems fine. I think that's the only real tweak I needed to make. Alright, moveset done. Let's see how that feels back into play. Got that ringside spear for some reason. Okay, 61 points, huh? Well, defense and resilience are both going up then. I'm already in 94. What? I still have 46 to spend. Okay then. No, alright. Spend those points. Yeah. There we go. Social Medea. Despite a valiant effort from Hector Flores, Finn Balor's still your champion. Okay, oh, something I need. Just gotta say, Wild got what's coming to him after the way he did you during our match. Okay, thanks so much. Thank you for your hospitalitar. Alright, GM, you have anything for me? Anybody else here that I need to talk to? Is Wild in here? We have to settle it once and for all. You crumb bum. I'm coming for you. You nasty man. That's it? Just Regal? Alright, let's talk to Regal. Oh, good for him. Okay. I'm sorry, what? All of his title defenses are 5 minutes long?
I'm not sure if you've heard, but Finn Balor is now the longest reigning NXT champion of all time.
Yeah,
okay.
I know. And it's not hard to be a record-breaking champion when your contract says all your title defenses must have a 5-minute time limit. But remind me again who allowed that to happen.
I see.
I regret letting that slip through the cracks, but I'm trying to fix it, which is why I wanted to talk to you.
Are you
giving
my best. Me an NXT title
Someone has to put an end to
opportunity?
this. Let's do it.
I wouldn't say giving. Because of Finn's unique time limit stipulation,
real jealous
I'll
of
only
me.
choose his next challenger if they can first prove that they can beat another top opponent in under 5 minutes.
Thank
Sort
you.
of like a tryout
Demons
match, huh?
and monsters. Wow.
Something like that.
Okay.
So, what do you think?
Got alien masks
Do you want to give
unlocked.
this a shot, or no?
Yay, I guess.
Someone has to put an end to this, and I want to be the one who does.
If I ever need to make hedge in the game, I can do that. Or
Splendid.
Hedge in the
I'll
game,
line up your opponent for the 5-minute trial run. Let's see what you can do.
Back to my phone. Prince will reign forever. They deserve more. Like a champion who defends with honor, etc., etc. A lot of saucy talk on Twitter, and that's like the basis of all our feuds. Not the inspiring, I mean, cheap to animate and put into your game, don't get me wrong, but not the sort of inspiring storyline stuff that I'm used to seeing, or that we're, ooh, like that. I don't even mind that it knocks me down. Ugh. Come on, ref. Come on, ref. Oh, I was trying to catch him quick. Trying to catch him quack. Come on, Spike! Into the cover. Come on, ref. Come on, ref. Oh, precious little time. You're going over, big boy. One way or the other. We call it getting over. As I wave to my fans, maybe hit the double bye. Oh, not quite yet, huh? Nope, more waving. Jaw-jacking. Like I don't have a 5-minute time limit. I'm ready. I'll be here in the ring if you need me. I'm all super pumped up already. Come on, come on, come on. Signature. Signature. Oh, he's standing up. Dang it. Still got him. Get up. Get up there. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Signature. Why isn't it working? Oh. Now it's lit up. Maybe it wasn't lit up before. Come on, I want to do the stupid flop thing. Why isn't this working? 2 double stomps. Shout out to Finn Balor. Whoa. Get him up. Get him up, put him down. Why do I have to do a comeback? Oh. Why did I have to hit a comeback? I was doing great. I don't get it. This looks like a big move for him. Yep, that is a big move for him. Come on, man. At no point have I been allowed to hit Y to counter anything. I gotta put this guy away soon. Used half my time already. Ugh. Exploder. Get him up. Get him up. Put him down. Power driver. Eat it. Into the cover. Could steal a quick one. Ah. Stop grabbing your head. Burning hammer, center of the ring. Ugh. 2 of them, if I can help it. White noise into the pin. Ooh, that long leg, close to another ropes, but not quite. Got him. Just had to put him down and out as fast as I could. Yeah, Dan Wright I Am coming through. It's so sad that you can't upload these creations to the community thing. Because this is way, he looks way better than whatever Rad Gnarly I made before.
Here is your winner, Dan Wright I Am.
Fingers crossed for, I guess, 2023. Was that impressive enough? It's official. I'm going to overcome the odds. How about we increase those odds with a training match where you attempt to win another 5 minutes? The more preparation, the better. Why do I have to do another one? Wait. Why do I have to do another one? Why don't you put him in more matches? Regal, if you're trying to get the belt off your heel champion? Wait. This seems silly. Also, I'm now going to go straight into another match, aren't I? Yep. How did... What the... I threw a clothesline over this guy's head, and that's why it missed. Like, I'm too tall to fight him? What on earth? Get up! Come on, get up! Rattle to start this one. It was kind of enzuigiri to the front. Not a real thing. Cradle shot. Hold it for the cover. No count from him. Oh, Finn Balor's coming out. We just can't hear his music or anything. And obviously, I'm distracted because somebody else's music is playing in an arena. And I've never watched wrestling before, despite being a wrestler. Okay. Neat. So that doesn't count as a disqualification that guy came into the ring to attack me? What's going on, Rob? Game's lagging by 5 to 10 seconds? Oh, hang on. That is Boink. Boink. Just got to reset the capture card. That should fix the audio. There you go. Let me know if this works. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Get him. Grab him. Do anything that involves the strike buttons that I have pressed. Attack him. Thank you. Get up. Didn't tell you to go into a pin. Pile driver. Counter. This guy's too good. I'm toast. Oh, reversed. Okay. Let's get a little time to myself here. I need time to think. There we go. I only have 2.5 minutes to beat this fool. He's only down to yellow. Ref, why didn't it count as a disqualification when Finn came out and I had to fend him off? Yeah, I ran right into his boot. I certainly didn't throw a clothesline his way. I am hurting. I might lose this match. Nope, hit the Y button. It's the only counter button, and I use it as much as I possibly can. Here we go. Counter, 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 counter. Not even getting the chance. I think I'm going to lose this match. Here we go. You jerk. You little jerk, yeah. Get pile driven. Here we go, here we go. Into the finish. Into the cover. Oh yeah, I know. That's how I was rolling out and
Here
stuff.
is your winner, Dan Wright I Am.
Yeah. Let's try and hit my comeback / signature sequence on him. Woo! Okay. Haven't been able to hit my my normal signature. Also, I had them close to the ropes and haven't been able to hit my signature that I know is a move off the top. So I'm going to double check those in my moveset. If I get a chance to. Even with Finn Balor getting involved, I've shown I can start and finish fast. Because, you know, that's what you want in life. Even with him getting involved, I've shown I can start and finish fast. Ha-ha! I'm a champion! It's going to be all tougher than the last tomato can you beat. Enjoy this while it lasts. Tomato can. Enjoy this while it lasts because your 5 minutes of fame are about to be up. Gets his 5-minute championship opportunity at the... Oh, just next week on NXT. Just a weekly show. Not good enough for a takeover. Maybe we'll do a rematch at the takeover. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. He's got the watermelon mullet. Still have to win in 5 minutes now. Up and over you go. Ain't no thing. Let's get this crowd riled up. Let's give him the business. Here it comes. Come on now. Stop that one taunt and do the next one. Yeah! Woo! Woo! Yeah! What's going on, pal? Nice to see ya. You! Woo! Woo! Get in the ring, ding dong. Let's go. Come on, Finn. Oh, for crying out loud. Now you're getting it. I mean, I kind of hit you, so that counts. You son of a gun, you. Why do I need to do a comeback move? I just started the match and I'm winning. I don't know why I get that instead of signature a lot. It's weird. Yeah, I'm the one that needs to come back. I'm the one getting burning hammered in the middle of the ring. Come here, you. I ain't done with ya. Not by a long shot. Let's get that combo in. Oh. Oops, some back grapples. Boom, puts him down. Just a one. Cannonball off the ropes. Oh, big 2 count. Come on, get him up, get him up. I don't know how I can't do my... It's a standing strike. I don't know how I can't just do my... You know what I mean? My signature move. Anyway. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Put him down! Now pull his legs away from the ropes. Oh, no! 2 minutes to go. Didn't get a pin off the finish. Gonna stick with it. Gonna keep hurting his head. Okay, just gotta double check to how to reposition fools. Drag, please. Right bumper. And then let go. Okay. Here I am, holding left bumper, and nothing's happening. Okay. Whoa, wall in a grab. What if they're down? Do I still have to hit B to grab if they're down? Let's try that maybe. Okay, there we go. So I do have to do a ground grapple. Okie dokie. Just checking. Now let go. Uh-oh. Counter. Yeah, pin me all you want. Get him, get him, get him. Yeah, face full of stuff, but I'm the new champ.
NXT Champion, Dan Wright I Am.
Easy peasy. I was setting him up in the corner to try to do my corner signature splash, but didn't even need it. Just countered it and got him. Face full of junk, and I took your belt. Okay, I didn't know I had to initiate ground grapples. You got it. 5-minute reign of terror is over. Welcome to the new era. It might be over between you and I, but it's only getting started between you and him. Oh, he means when he cosplays as Carnage. Whoa! I'm gonna get real scared when he comes out for his entrance with a headband covered in clip-on ties. Yeah, I mean, I have no choice, but wait a minute. Let's go here first, then. Go back. Coach Sears, glad I caught your big moment, but that match was too fast. I wasn't expecting OT or anything, but I wanted to see you hit that other guy with at least a longer. Congrats. Thanks, Coach Sears. I'll never forget what you have meant to my long reign in this, whatever, whomever you happen to be. Rip is like, huh? Okay. New stuff. Yeah, never again for the 5-minute thing. You got it. Okay. Gotta futz with my moves again. Couldn't use my standing strike thing. I'll turn it into a front grapple, maybe? Or like standing in front thing. In ring. Spinning heel kick, which is currently just like a standing there move. Okay, let's change to... It's just position and not, can't see what we can do. Position and not... Never mind, the thought is gone. I'm just concentrating on this list of moves now. Oh, not category, but like type of move, like slam, etc., etc. It just gives you like where you can be to do it. Spinning, heel kick number 2. Okay, so this is the one that was just supposed to be like... I don't know, that's a different version of it at least. And this, I guess they're not close enough. They gotta be pretty close to the ropes, because I don't actually jump. I love it. And that I just do. Here we go! Ugh. And that counts as a pin if I hold it down, that he just pins them laying down like that. So that's what I was trying to do to Finn when I reversed that move and beat him. Okay, so that's a big change. I think that's the only thing we needed to do. Oh, I can probably side sig. We have spinning heel kick 2. That's the one. Okay. Back, and that's all fine. Everything else is adequate. I don't remember all of it, but it seems to be good. Okay. Back to my hub, and now we have to continue the story. Whatever that means. Continue story. I didn't get any upgrade attributes yet. Mind you, I don't really need to upgrade anything. I'm already at 94 overall. Everything else is good. What can I set here? Oh, let's put entrances on, now that I'm champ. Subtitles in blood. Yeah, we're playing on easy. We're having a fun time. Okay. Continue the story. We're trying on entrances, so it's not as jarring that we just like show up in the ring. We could at least watch Dan Wright's entrance once as NXT champion. And then we'll maybe turn him off again. Might take a while, that's all. Oh, storyline stuff. Let's hear what I have to say. What do I have to say? Ahem. Do I get a choice?
I stand here before you.
Nope.
Tonight, as proof that a lot can happen in 5 minutes. That's all the time it took from my life and the course of NXT history to be changed forever. And whether you like me or not, I can promise you one thing. You're gonna get a whole lot more than 5 minutes of me.
Wait a minute. Something spookifying is happening, but I can't play any of the music. So, oh, somebody ripped a fart. Bunch of demon goons. Wait, is this like a 1-on-4? Some sort of demon spawn attack. Sure. Mind games! Getting swarmed by minions. No, please don't. No. Oh, I am so vulnerable as champion now. No, Dan Wright, no. And now it's the guy himself. Look how stupid he looks. Yeah, cop a squat. Lamest gimmick in wrestling. Oh no, he's the demon now. Woo. I am very much looking forward to a rematch against the demon Finn Balor when I can defeat him just as handily without the 5-minute time constraint. Sounds great. You also carry them by hitting B and then right bumper. Yeah. Sure can. When a battle escalates to a war, some princes unleash monsters and demons. Sure, buddy. Whatever makes you think you're tough. Grrr! Arr! I'm gonna scare the crap out of him as he's slathering on the face paint. This is gonna just terrify him! Mm-hmm. Oh, just chilling in Regal's office. Can I go elsewhere? No. What's going on, Regal?
I apologize, but I'm about to tell you about your first NXT title defense before I've even had the chance to formally congratulate you on becoming champion. It's not ideal.
Counterpoint, William Regal. Finn Balor has a rematch clause. The Demon does not. Just throwing that out there. If we're going to play contract games with his, 5-minute nonsense, can you not say that, sorry, that's a different person. That's a different wrestler, etc., etc. No?
Let me guess.
Spineless!
I'm facing Demon Finn Balor.
Yes, if his coordinated attack on you wasn't clear enough, he's demanding a no disqualification rematch against you at NXT TakeOver. And before you say anything, he did indeed have a rematch clause where he got to pick the stipulation, and I'm fully aware of the missteps we made with his contract.
Regal, you're almost fired. You are on thin ice, buddy. You are lucky I'm not reporting this to the higher-ups.
Well, as long as you know
us. Yeah, as long as you're aware of how badly you messed up.
I can offer some advice if you'll take it. If you want your title reign to last longer than one match, I suggest you go and speak to the only man who ever defeated the Demon, Samoa Joe.
Sure, let's go have a chat with Joe. You got it. I'm gonna ask him why it took him so long.
Thanks for agreeing to meet with me.
Ooh.
You came to my show. Wasn't that big of a deal.
Well, either way, I'm not going to waste your time with small talk.
Interesting look for Joe.
I'm here because I want to know how to defeat Demon Finn Balor. You're the only man who's ever done it.
I figured that's what this was all about. You know, not a day goes by where I don't think about how I nailed that painted up freak with a muscle buster and then pinned him in the ring. 1, 2, 3.
Every day you think about that?
Really made an impact on you.
No, not really. It just seemed like you were hoping for that kind of vibe.
Okay, good.
But I really haven't thought about it too much since it happened.
Okay. So then do you at least have any advice on how I could take him down?
I have an idea. But first, I want a favor from you in return. I've been battling Braun Strowman for a while. It could gain a bit of an edge if you help me out.
Wait a minute.
How would I do that?
This seems nefarious.
Braun's got a match tonight. Jump him on his entrance. If it was me doing it, he'd be ready. But he'll never expect it coming from you.
Can I say no? No. I'm not jumping Braun Strowman. Forget it. I don't need your help to defeat Finn Balor. Thanks, though.
I was just looking for advice. not a fight against another monster. I guess I'll just take my best shot.
I'm not fighting your battles
Demon
for you,
Finn.
Joe. Peace out.
You'd better hope that's good enough. Because it hasn't been for anyone other than the man you're speaking to right now.
Yeah. That's fine. I think I'll be alright. Unless it's storyline scripted that I had to have taken his advice or something silly. Load, load, load. Load, load, load. What are we loading? Getting right to the match.
The following contest
Here we go.
is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Championship.
Do I have the option to jump on entrance? Can I jump him? Because his is the longest, silliest entrance and absolutely deserves to be run in on. Oh, I come out first, do I? Of course I do. Look how awesome I look, though. Yes! Feast your eyes on the NXT champion! Dan Wright is here! You Dan Wright I Am! Oh, glorious. Ah, it's been a while since I've seen this, and it is absolutely worth it. Yes! Drink it in, everyone. Your resplendent golden god. I have arrived. Okay. That's enough of that. Ridiculous. And now he comes out with a bunch of belts strapped to his head. Or a bunch of ties, whatever. Okay. Is there a run-in on entrance? No way. I just have to watch this happen. What was that for? Okay, another low shot of nothing. Oh, we're creeping up the aisle? Like the worst Sam Raimi I've ever seen. And we're getting scared of this guy. Literally have the loops, there's their belts, like literally have the loops in them still. Just a bunch of belts on his head. Looks ridiculous. Look at me, I am covered in fringe. Yes, I am the demon mop. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and skip this because it's all just stuff like this. Like, oh no, he hurts. Oh wow, he's writhing around like a Resident Evil zombie. Oh! Turns his back to the ring and his opponent several times. Like if I could break in on this entrance, I'd be kicking his ass right now for wasting my time. Jeepers. Oh, gotta skip this. No, skip it! Sorry, I had to skip that. The bot's mad at me. Attempt to retain by pinfall or submission. Attempt. I'm hoping I succeed. Demon in quotes. I like that. Let's leave those in quotes. Pile driver. Here you go, buddy. Go chill over there for a second. Alright, no DQ match, huh? This even goes so well for Joaquin Wilde there. Hey, bud. How's it going? Missed the timing on that. Okay. Is this broken? Nope. No time limit, no DQ match, come get me. You want the championship? Come get me. Oh. Son of a gun. Here you go, burning hammer. Plunk. I'll take this, if you don't mind. There we go. Broken. Maybe. It's right there. Spin toward the chair. Oh, close but not quite. I tried. Yep. Nope. Not. Nope. Weapon. Nope. Okay. From the center of the ring. You like burning hammers, do you? No! Don't go into the ring when I'm not pressing towards the ring. Boy, oh boy. Alright. Thank you. Yeah, almost caught me off guard there, did you? Nice try. Oh! Got me on the way by there. Keep missing this clothesline. Nice! Brainbuster on the floor. That'll get him back in the match. Get up, get up, get up. Ugh. Snapdragon for you. Oh, countered my move on the ground. I haven't done a lot of ground grappling stuff, so I'm going to try to incorporate some of that in this one. Get up. Get up. Sig. Oh, different Sig. Oh yeah, on the floor. Ugh. Come on, one more move and I got him stunned. Dang it. He's going to counter. Oof! There, now he's stunned again. Okay. Now I got a little time. Just go ahead. There we go. Oh, hey, buddy. Perfect time. Just thinking about you. A boingy. There you go. Didn't even mean to. I don't know why I went outside the ring. Oh, their own move. Now crawl into the cover. Pin him with his own move. There you go.
NXT Champion, Dan Wright I Am.
Thanks for your help, Joe. Yeah, the leader of the yellow and black brand until I get a better offer. Woo! What? You won't beat the double demon! He just paints his whole body. You may have vanquished the demon, but not the double dog demon. Got all the stuff. 40 more points. 16,000 more fans. All right. I'm okay with leaving these at 7 and 7 because I'm more of a grappling and striking guy, but I am absolutely gonna try to max out my yeah, I'm just gonna max out my defense. There we go. Max defense. He'll be watching. You won this battle, but I'll win the war. Just don't bother. Well, Walter wants to come over and fight me. Yes, please. Joe's like, gotta say, kind of impressed. Welcome to the Beat the Demon Club. Get out of my DMs, Joe. You didn't have time to help me unless I helped you with some stupid project of yours. Frig off. wanted to hear it. What's this pool hall stuff? I haven't been here in a while. I wonder if these are like side stories, then that you go to the GM's office for main stories. Because I think this is like fan interaction. I hope it's somebody wearing a Finn Balor shirt. Hey, so I ruined your favorite. How you feel about that? Becky Lynch shirt. That looks like Casey Catanzaro, who's just like a wrestler, so okay. I'm gonna know the one not obviously at least, in gear, or like in merch. Hello. What do you have to say for
Cameron
yourself?
Grimes has been leaving 1-star reviews on my podcast ever since I criticized one of his matches.
Okay.
I even caught Cameron in the act when he was in catering, using the very stealthy username Grimes Rules. Can you knock some sense into him? I'm just trying to do my job.
7,000 fans, some upgrade points, and a 5% increase to grapple offense? Okay. I mean, I'll do it for the grapple bonus. We might end up skipping entrances pretty quickly, because I'm going to get tired of coming out with the championship belt all the time. Fabulous though I look. Yeah, it's crazy. 5%, like a permanent 5% bump like that? That's wild. Gotta get rid of the Goldberg thing too. It doesn't really fit the rest of the motif. Not colorful enough by half. Okay, I'm in the ring. Cameron Grimes is going to come into the ring. Is it for the title? No, it is not. Boom! Exploder into the corner. You know where you're going. You know where you're going. Bye-bye, buddy. Squeeze. For I am your champion. Hello. Woo, woo, woo. Ah! Love it. Woohoo! Yay! Everybody clap for me. Dan Wright with the NXT gold. What are you doing, ref? What are you doing, ref? And faster. Ref, hey, hey. Oh, circling you is fine. But now all of a sudden. Yeah, get out of my ring. You scrub. Hello. Hello there. Oh, how did I miss that? Okay. Shimmerin pack for you. And get up the ropes. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh, big senton into the cover. Hook those hairy legs. Don't look surprised every time. Just get back to work. Wish there was a way to counter that. Turn off surprise at opponent doing anything. Backhand. Wrong button. There goes my comeback. Blew it. Gotta get counter there right away, though. Oh dear. Nothing I can do about that. Except kick at it, nothing. Oh, I missed. That's usually my big move there. Oh, going for it again, huh? Oh, doesn't go for the pin that time. Oh. Okay. Jeepers creepers, I can't get anything done here. There we go. I thought I initiated that grapple. I guess not. Also can't counter any of this. Not getting a prompt. Nothing I can do. Cool. Get up. Oh, take that. There, eat this. There. Recover from that for a little bit. Sheesh. Come on, get up. I wonder how you initiate a submission. Let's find that out. Probably a grapply thing, eh? Who knows? Wait, might be under moves? No, it's just signatures and stuff. Alright.
6.
Why doesn't that destroy them? Countered. That was my finish. He countered it. Oh, rolled through. Get up. Get up. Get up. Center of the ring. I'll pile drive you and put you down. Ugh. Why would you grab him around that way? That's dumb. Okay, pile driver, pin. Oh, there we go. Whew. Dan Wright is satisfied.
Here is your winner, Dan Wright I Am.
Yeah. All right, put that down. That's going to get me that boost is going to be ridiculous. Extra upgrade points. Going to max out my resistance and then probably not spend anything else on anything because it's already ridiculous. Got all that. What's going on here? I apologize to Robin, whatever. All right. Fine, I guess. Whatever. Okay, so I don't have enough points. I don't know why you're telling me I have more points to spend when I still can't afford anything. Okay. Is it part of the entrance? Is it part of the moveset? What am I even trying to change right now? Excellent question. Back to the pool hall. See who's there now that that lady's gone. Assuming she's gone. Go talk to the other lady. Oh, I'm just going to turn entrances off. That's the other thing I wanted to do quick. You're the only one here. What's up?
Okay, so this is crazy, but I promised myself that if I ran into you, I'd ask. I have both you and Kushida in my WWE Fantasy League. It's a thing.
Okay.
I'm already near the top of the standings, but if you two team up and win a tag match, we're talking mad points.
Plus 5% to arm power. Okay. I mean, win a tag team match with Kushida as my partner. Will do. Who are we facing? Probably someone terrible. Kushida, just watch my back while I beat the crap out of them. That's basically how this is going to go. I don't know what the tag button is. I'm sure it'll hopefully tell me. It's probably one of the bumpers. I don't know why we came out to Alexa Bliss. But okay. Oh dear. Imperium, huh? Or no, wait, sorry, that's Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan. The other sort of anonymous, combative sort of bald fighters. I think Oni Lorcan has since been released and then rehired as a coach. Kushida's gone. He's back in like New Japan and elsewhere. Yeah, you're just getting dropped on your dome repeatedly, bud. Hope your health insurance is paid up. Do that to keep you in the corner. Not quite sure what this is. Don't hate it. Ugh. Take that. Boom. Okay, let's try this. Quick one count. Quick one count. Don't look so surprised every single time. Get that combo. Get that combo. Get that combo. You ain't nothing, Oni. I'm owning you. Just tossing it. All right, back into the corner. Back you go. Ugh. Oops, in early this time. All right, let's try now. Partner didn't even come help him. Kushida need not be tagged in. That's it. Just bodied the dude until he was like, I'm done. I'm done. Sweet. Wasn't fancy. Didn't need to be. I just needed to do it so I can get that boost to my arm power. All right. Man, I'm going to hit... By the time I hit SmackDown and Raw, I'm going to be an unstoppable monster. Like I'm not already. Oh, I was going to change the Goldberg video. That's the other thing I wanted to do. So many games with so many little fiddly bits I can change stuff. Hang on. There we go. It's hard to remember them all sometimes. Okay, that's good, that's good. Entrance! Just the movie, if I could. I know this is going to take me to a whole thing. But just the video. Just something more colorful, if you don't mind. Then Goldberg. Everything else, A-okay. Weird that it's the stage ramp movie. Okay. Are there like generic ones? Or does it have to be someone's? Several different Undertakers, of course. None of them just are like a style. No, hey. Chase gets his own movie? Let's preview that one, shall we? That's hilarious. Commander Aziz. Yeah. Alright, that's one way to go, for sure. I could steal the demons now that I vanquished him. You know what? I don't hate it. Coming out of the Circus Big Top's kind of funny. These are just from story mode. I don't know why they get a thing, but they do. That's actually not bad either. Especially since it doesn't really belong to anybody. Anything that doesn't have anybody's name in it seems fine, you know? Obviously not. Obviously not. It's like her name and then like a t-shirt design is the logo in the middle. Sure, just generic legend. That's cool as heck for Legado del Fantasma. Let's try Naomi. I feel like hers will just be like bright, vibrant color. Here, let's try this one. Oh yeah, that's the one. Or if it's just gonna do that, that's it. Yep, nailed it. What's this one? The Titantron is the Undertaker. We're gonna change that. We're gonna change that one for sure. Again, as long as it doesn't have their name in it, but it's difficult to get one without their name in it. Maybe I'll leave it alone. I'll just leave it as is. Okay. That's our generic. That's our number 1 attire, not our championship attire that we're wearing right now. Okay. I'm number 1 in fantasy this week. You're welcome. And what else can we be doing? Pool hall's done. To the GM's office. Okay, I took care of the demon. What else do you need? What else do you require of your champion? Take your time. Hi there. What's up?
Not sure if you've heard, but there's a superstar shakeup approaching.
Okay.
How do you think that's going to turn out for me?
Since you're a main eventer here on NXT, I'll leave that up to you. You can be protected from switching brands, or you can be eligible. It's your call.
I feel like if I'm eligible, I'm automatically going to get picked.
There's a stipulation saying that any champions who go to another brand will be forced to vacate their titles. That pretty much covers it.
I'm going to stay here for now.
I have unfinished business here on NXT.
Very well.
I think I do, at least. Now can we do other stories?
Not sure if you've heard.
Oh.
But
Anything else?
There's a stipulation.
Okay.
I have unfinished.
So I go to him to leave, essentially. Let me back out of here. Is there like, I'm just trying to see like from the story tracker, this thing. Is there a way I can just select the ones I haven't done? Oops. Oh, that's fun. Dan Wright is the NXT champion. Big E Intercontinental. Reigns Universal. Seth WWE. Ciampa US. Priest is our NXT North American. That's fun. No, I can't select any of these. Okay, all the heel ones. Oh, I got a couple. Okay, so there's a couple. The British Invasion, the Bounty, and Shaking Up NXT I haven't done. Plus there's a locked babyface one. Oops, keep doing that. And there's Protect Todd. Early Bird gets the hardcore match. Lucha Libre style. Benchwarmer. Mixed emotions. You got NXT Indie Invite. Don't know if I can necessarily do those. Everything else is locked. Is this literally all I can do? Locations. Yeah, can't go anywhere else. Okay, I think I have to go elsewhere. You got it. What a choice they're giving me. Hey,
how do you think?
Since you're
anything else?
There's a stipulation.
I think a potential.
Okay.
All right.
I have heard Adam Pearce likes to scout singles matches, while Mandy Rose prefers to evaluate.
I don't want to know.
So basically, which GM do you want to cater to?
Let's start on Raw and then go to SmackDown later.
I'd rather impress Mandy to better my chances.
Done.
Put me in a tag
It
match.
sure has.
There's the Shaking Up NXT thing. Okay, off we go. I'm all for doing side quests, especially when it's just like matches that take 90 seconds to just whoop a dude. Oh, more entrance stuff. I guess it just defaults to that. Okay, we have to do a Team M.
A six-man tag team match.
That's wild. Team M. Your champions in Kushida. Who are we facing? The biggest heels on the roster? Who do we got? Oh, Imperium. At least Walter. If not all three. Oh, hang on. Walter, Keith Lee, and Cameron Grimes. Oh dear. Get him. Interesting. Ugh. That's just bigger they are, that's just more weight coming down on their own neck. Right, guys? Excuse me, Damien. I'm gonna try to scoot Walter / Gunther out there if you don't mind. Get 'em, boys! Yeah. Get him. Try to keep him close. Ugh. Knee strike into the pin. Look at everybody getting out of the way, just in case. Over we go. Ugh. Woo. Hello. Hello. Yeah, go the long way. What if I can intimidate them and staying outside? I have no idea what doesn't let me attack them while they're like on the apron trying to get in the ring at all. Like I'm mashing the strike buttons and my dude's just standing there looking at me. Like, oh? Are you on a what now? Welcome to the match, Cameron. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Hurry up, hurry up. Double stomp. Slides back into the pin. Close but not quite. Good instincts there, Damien. Appreciate that. What you can do for me if you want is go fight him now that he's outside. Then you can go do that. While I hype up the crowd. Holds for the pin. Wrong guy, but I'll take it. Oh. No, not if I'm getting interrupted. Nice try, Keith. Power driver to the big man. Here, I'll make it easier this time. You could hang out in your corner. Hello. Hello, everyone. Okay, I don't know why that didn't destroy Cameron Grimes. There you go. There you go. Insta-stun. Cool. No, what the crap? I ran toward the ring to slide into the ring and I just stopped to catch that dude jumping over the ropes. Like, no, I was trying to slide underneath him. Interesting. Mwah! Thanks for coming out. Oh no, the ref! Accident. That was an accident, I promise. Please don't disqualify me. It happens. Okay, guys, get ready for this. Guys, get my back here. Oh, I didn't grab the right leg. Needed to grab the beef leg. Okay. Put him right back down. Ugh. Here we go. Guys have my back here. Into the center, stunned, hooks the leg. Come on, guys, come on, guys. Yeah, way to go, Kushida. Way to run defense. That was awesome. Oh, I wish I got a replay. Way to go, buddy. Intercepted Walter in midair with that forearm shot.
Damian Priest.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Did it. That's hilarious. Let me just turn entrances off. That was amazing. Thanks, Kushida. Way to have my back, buddy. Dan Wright will be moving to Raw. Welcome to Raw. Stay on my good side and you'll be successful. I immediately regret this. Just stay on my good side and you'll be successful. Okay. Off we go. Packing up my things and heading to Raw. Ooh, so fancy. They're lucky to have them. Gosh. I like how you turn off the music and then you don't get any of the VO for any of this stuff. Except when I cut a promo in the ring, it's fine. The commentators, I guess maybe it's the commentary volume, so it's because it's technically commentary. But I would, like, that's a VO for a different thing entirely, you know? I don't know. Interesting choices people make in these games. Like, yeah, I don't want commentary during the matches, but you can talk about stuff that's happening backstage. That's different. That's like storyline stuff that has nothing to do with me just playing the game. Didn't I just leave you behind? Son of a... Follow me to Raw, huh? So close. Wait a minute. I have 23 exactly. I'm gonna make myself faster. Okay. That's the last sort of offensive upgrade. What's going on here? The Monday Night Messiah needs a favor and believes you're the man to do it. Cedric Alexander has been a thorn on our side and needs to be taken care of. I'm not a disciple of anyone. Leave me alone. Nope. Does that mean Murphy's like, I will fight you? I can't believe you would turn down the opportunity to stand beside me. Ollie, in theory, must learn... Most of all, what? Oh, beside me, Ali, in theory, and most of all, learn from the Monday Night Messiah. I didn't know all those people were in that group. You got it. Apparently, got a story going. Again, just over social media like DMs. The public will have no idea why Dan Wright and Murphy are fighting. Not a clue, because this was a private matter set like on our phones. Not even public tweets. It's a weird choice. I mean, I understand it for budget reasons, because you just need to animate this guy doing this, and then it's just a bunch of text. Like, that part I get, don't get me wrong. Okay. Let me skip all this stuff. I forgot to turn entrances off. I'll have to remember that. If I get the opportunity before this entire storyline ends. Murphy! Murphy! They are Murphy. This guy's made a whole career being and someone else's disciple. And his opponent, this guy. Get that pile driver in. Ugh. Come on, get up those ropes. Get up the ropes. Get up the ropes. Oh, just in time to eat that elbow. Not quite what I wanted to hit him with, but it still worked. Nope. Just wanted to put him in the corner. Back him into the corner, please. Thank you. Now let's see what I can do out of the corner. Oh dear. Oh! Back into the corner you go. Big kick at one. Murphy here against the debuting Dan Wright. Damn right I am on Monday Night Raw. Link. Woo. Too many signs. I don't disagree. Nearly took his head off with that one. Climbing back up. Looking for the big move off the top. Oh, Meteora! Up the ropes once again. Got Murphy dazed. Double stomp. Oh, tried to crawl in. Pin didn't work. Into the pin. Oh, grabs the rope for the rope break. That's fine. That's fine. I'll just back up a little bit. Out of the way, ref. Okay. Spike him over here. Walk. I think on this, if I do it on this side, it'll be okay. Get up! Get up so you get put down permanently. I'm gonna rope break, unfortunately. Oh, maybe not, maybe not. Got him stunned, hooks the proper leg. 1, 2, 3. There we go. They don't have to be pretty matches, I just gotta win them.
Here is your winner, Dan Wright I Am.
Woo! Seth's not gonna like that. The pain that was inflicted on Dan Wright I Am is more important than wins or losses. Sure, if that's how you justify losing. You barely even touched me. Okay. Kind of have to. So now it's a 2-on-1 match. Blah, blah, blah. Seth's finally taken notice. Okay. For Mustafa Ali and Austin Theory. Gotta admit, I wasn't really paying attention to the weekly TV during this era. I don't really know who was involved with Seth Rollins being the Monday Night Messiah. Other than he somehow ended up with a feud with Rey Mysterio and like his whole family. Hang on, I'm skipping entrances. 1 second. I'm gonna turn them off at the next opportunity, don't worry. Takes a lot of time. Okay, I'm ready. Oh, they have to tag? Oh, they're done. Nice counter. This guy's been watching my tapes. Oh. Tried to block me and I blocked him. Whoop. Ugh, over you go. Oh, yeah, one for you. Pile driver on the floor. Eat it. Yeah, get out of here. I don't want to leave because that'll start a new count.
7.
Back out you go. Woo! What did you backflip for? That's fun. Triple elbow. Away you go. Oh, it missed. Oh. Oh. Welcome to the ring, buddy. Hup. Oh, missed that guy. It was targeting the right person and then changed halfway through as I was running toward Mustafa Ali, which I do not appreciate, gotta tell you. Spike him on his dome. Ah! Grab both legs if you can. Hooks the right one. Hurry up. There we go. Whew. Got both disciples. No idea where Austin Theory was on that pin. Might have still been stunned on the outside after that suplex. With that exploder into the ring. There we go. Easy peasy. I mean, as much as you can consider that easily done. The auto target waffling in the midst of a run was a little concerning, but I understand. They were pretty close together. Somehow they keep getting lucky. Wouldn't like when he's angry. 3-on-1? Neat. Sure, so now it's 3-on-2? Okay. Too much failure lately. There needs to be a change. So I'm assuming Cedric Alexander, excuse me, is going to turn on me and join the Monday Night Messiah and crew. Pardon me. I'm assuming that's where this is. I'm assuming that's where this is going. Okay. Deep breath. Keep your focus. I really relish the next opportunity to turn off all these entrances. Assuming, of course, that they come out all at the same time. They should be okay then. All my default tag teams come out with Alexa Bliss's movie, which is weird. You'd think it would just be generic WWE logo, but they probably just go with alphabetically. I just picked the first one. Hey, buddy. Excuse me. Hello, Just Murphy. They've caught on to my opening gambit or that running clothesline. Haven't caught on to the opening burning hammer. That's still alive and well. Big DDT. Up and over you go. All right, line up to get hit. That's nice of you. Couldn't be pressing more of this. There you go. Out of the ring, please. Thank you for distracting him, Cedric. Hey, ref! Come on, ref. These clotheslines, I'm telling you, what's going on here? Like, I ran into his grapple instead of clotheslining him out of the grapple. I'm dying. I'm dying on these running moves. Thank you. Jeepers. That's wild. Get out of the way, ref. That's on you. Get out of my way. Get down. Get down. Get down off the friggin'... Get into the... I didn't tell it to go on top of the ropes. Son of a... Perfect. Once again, the clothesline just doesn't go far enough. Like, what is going on? Get up. Get up. Get up. Thank you. Get spiked on your stupid dome. Ugh. I saw this guy's got a match with John Cena at WrestleMania. That'll do wonders for his career. Getting buried by the 25-year vet or whatever. It'll go great. In the promo to announce the match, Cena said, if you win, you still lose. If I win, you lose. You have nothing to win by taking this match. It's yours. So I don't know how that helps Austin Theory in any way, shape, or form. Completely buried by his opponent. Even if you beat me, he says it doesn't matter and I don't care. So great. Stop switching people mid-move. I'm running at Murphy, and it's like, I'm just going to lay this jump in at Austin. Perfect. Okay, up and escavage. No squishers. Nope. Nope. 100% pointing into the corner. Couldn't have been more of a straight diagonal. Nope. Not what I wanted you to do. Didn't want to send you outside the ring at all. Get off the ropes. Dan. Dan, I need you to turn around, bud. Can you go ahead and turn around so I can make this tag, buddy? In this tag team match? Pal? Get up. Get up. Get up. Do anything but lay there. Like, I don't know what I meant, like, I'm supposed to mash B all the way across the ring. Okay, let's get rid of this, like, 70 overall, and can we maybe get the 95 overall wrestler back in the ring, please? Thanks! I've still never hit a standing. I don't think I've hit a standing kick signature at all. Like, not once. Just let me into the ring. I'm just trying to get into the friggin' ring. Oh, you son of a bitch. Into the ring, please. Ignore all these assholes. Just get into the ring. Get up. Why can't I do why can't I do a signature there? I don't understand why I can't use my signature a lot. That's not gonna help. Thanks, Cedric, for just testing the ropes for us. Thanks, bud. Kushida, you are not. There you go, into the corner. No. No tag move. Okay, hang on. Package pile driver into the brainbuster, huh? You got it. A little Steen Erico finish for you. Fine with it. Fine with it. Got the job done. Dan, and it just echoes forever. Dan. Seth and his crew wanted to take me out, and you turned them down. Didn't forget that. Dot, dot, dot. Do not become a regular tag team. Till now, I've not said the aggressor's name. Seth wants to fight me. Looks like we're doing that now. I guess you can't get back to adjust anything about your character until the storyline's over. Even if it's something as simple as turning off entrances or any other sort of game setting you would want to tweak. Is this a title match? That's the only way I'll face Seth. Put it on the line. Oh, good, it's done. Got some pants I'm never going to use. Okay, options. Turn that off. I still don't understand why I can't hit the signature. I'll change it into something different. In ring. Grounded. None of that. I can turn it into a submission. That doesn't sound too exciting to me. Top rope stuff. Dive versus grounded opponent. That's what I'm doing. The wet nap. Okay, I just need him really close to the ropes. I'm not doing springboards. Not directional throws. Why don't you give me the category of... I don't want it to be a running move because I mess those up all the time. Standing front could literally be anything. Like just, this is a front grappling move. Could be anything. So now I have to go through all of them to try to find something that looks like what I want, which is essentially... Hook kick's not bad, but I want like... This actually goes back to... like Here Comes the Pain, my character had that. I don't mind it. I want it to be a big kick of some sort. That's kind of the point. Not an axe kick, though. Like, I don't need it off the ropes. No, I don't need any of that. Back rotation suplex. There's the rotation and the suplex. Got it. Okay, this is going to take a while. Standing front. Again, to me, standing front, running offense, pin. No, that's doing for every stupid thing. The beauty shot. Standing strong strike. Leg power. Oh, the other thing was a running move, it looked like. Standing strong strike. That's essentially the spinning wheel kick anyway, so let's try that. And then ringside. It's a running one. Still. shot. BA moves. There it is. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try this for a while. Just a standing strike, so I should be able to like pull them up dizzy, stand back and unleash that thing. And then pull them back up. Steiner screwdriver. 1, 2, 3. Save, save, save. Load, load, load. Oh, hello, friends. Hello, Brent. Oh, more people followed me. Hello. Do I have enough to do this yet? No, 2 more points. Now we'll boom my resilience. What do you want? Who's bothering me now? Coach is here, Murphy. Blah, blah, blah. Nice to see you on TV. Heard you wanted to talk to me about an idea you had. No? Huge fan of WCW. Never had a big final send-off. Oh, hang on! Ship might have sailed on a WCW reunion show. Yeah, a lot of the principal players you would want involved in a WCW reunion show, unfortunately, no longer with us. Okay. You got it. I'll try to figure out how to get a WCW... Nope. Sorry. If they were going to parody the name One Night Only for a one-time WCW reunion show, the name One Nitro Only is literally right there! Good gravy. It's this close. No. One Nitro Only. Jeepers, guys. So close. Fumbling at the 1 yard line with a lot of this stuff. I know it's a matter of opinion, but my opinion is that they are incorrect. That's the wrong pun. Okay, more. I don't want to check the social media anymore. I just don't.
Hey, did you get my text?
About this thing?
I did, and the voicemails and the DMs. I was almost expecting a handwritten letter to show up in the mail.
I didn't send her those flowers, did I?
If that would help greenlight the WCW reunion show, then I'd do it.
Look, I heard you already have Rey Mysterio on board, and obviously he can still go. But what about the other former WCW guys who aren't really active anymore?
Good question. Let's find out.
Okay.
Go talk to him.
So what if I bring in another former WCW star and have a match against them on Raw to prove to you this can work?
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I'll be watching. But if I'm not impressed then it's off. No more texts, DMs, or letters. Deal?
You got it. And then I
promise,
dial.
You won't be disappointed.
DDP. Because he's like 70. Get your rickety bones into the ring, DDP. I'm gonna drop you on your head and pin you. It's best for business. I don't know, that's who it is. We're gonna find out once we're in the ring. We're just gonna... This would be a surprise, I guess, like waiting for their entrance, but it's just... Timeout. Is this because I didn't buy the NWO combo pack that's an extra $30 for no reason? X-Pac, not a character in WCW. If he was in his 6 attire, sure. But X-Pac, not ever in WCW. Technically. Anyway. Very interesting choice. By the way, Waldman was in WCW for like less than a year. I wasn't going anywhere near you, ref. Get your hands off me. These refs are real handsy. No. Jeepers creepers. I pressed the buttons to run at him and do a strike move, and he did grapple strike without moving. Is my controller not hooked up? Like, legitimately, he's doing stuff I'm not telling him to do. Okay, that went as prescribed. Hang on one second. Let me get rid of this control thing on the second stick. You know it, you love it. It's the powerbomb over the ropes. Get up. Get up. I ain't done whooping on you. Take your time. Standing 4 count. We're gonna hoot and holler for a 5th. Why did you stop counting? What the hell was that? Oh no, he moved outside the ring, so I gotta stop. He's still outside the ring. Keep counting. No need for a signature or a finish. Just drop him on his head and get out of here. I mean, the power bombs outside the ring to the floor were devastating.
Dan Wright I Am.
Boop. Okay, how are we doing over here? Interesting. What do you think? I beat the crap out of X-Pac, so does that mean we could do a WCW show? I still have my concerns, but we'll give it a shot. Reach out to more former stars. Big announcement next week on Raw. This is fun. Am I sure I'm ready to continue? I don't really have any options. What else am I going to do? Read some private message from Rey Mysterio that's like, "You're doing it, kid." Or, "I'm in over my head. I didn't think you were serious." Not your best loading screen. Oh, here we go. This is all that's left, I guess, or all the people that are willing to put in the game.
You've heard about a huge announcement I'll be making tonight. And now the time has finally come. You might be able to guess what it is based on the men who are gathered in this ring and those giant steel letters. But let's make it official. In the very near future, there's gonna be a special one-night tribute show to the men and women of World Championship Wrestling.
Cool.
And it's going to be called WCW One Night Nitro. That's right. Raw is now where the big boys play. I just want to say, it's truly an honor to be a part of helping put all of this together.
Nash desperately wants to powerbomb him.
I can't wait to pay tribute to the legends in this ring and many more who influenced my career. Now, with that being said, I'd like to...
Gasp! Oh my gosh, I know whose music that is! It's AJ Styles. AJ's got something to say. What's up, AJ? Maybe I should turn commentary back on since I'm technically not doing any.
Sorry to crash the big party, but I just wanted to say I'd love to be a part of this reunion show too. Apparently you forgot I spent a few months in WCW before it went out of business.
He did! Him and Air
No
Paris
slight intended.
as a tag team.
I was actually planning on reaching out to you. Just wanted to make sure we save room on the card for some of the more well-known WCW stars.
Well-known, huh?
Well known for being in WCW.
I mean well-known in WCW.
Yeah.
Not in general. Like you said, you were only there for a few months. But I'm sure we can work this out. Let's talk more later, all right?
Yeah, sounds good. I'll let you get back to it.
I don't believe
As
him.
you can see,
He'll see.
this
still
show is
seems grumpy.
so big that everyone wants to be a part of it. Now stay tuned to the WCW hotline. Just kidding. Stay tuned to social media for more information on WCW One Night Nitro.
WCW return for one night only. One Nitro only. Oh no, AJ with the chair shot. Oh, he's gonna throw me into the letters. Ah. Oh no. He's gonna single-handedly beat up all of these gigantic people. Oh no. Ray gets caught and dumped. Now I'm gonna get cracked. So does this mean it's me and AJ at this WCW show? Because I'm cool with that. Styles Clash on the chair. Good plunk. Yeah, I need to turn commentary back on. AJ's ruining it. I think I need to be in the main menu for that, though. Just pathetic, says someone at the desk. But the event has, like, nothing's been announced for the event. So how do you know you're left off the card when nothing's been solidified? Like, you were sad about being overlooked for the in-ring announcement? I mean, I appreciate that they picked up on the very obscure fact that AJ was in the, like, last 6 weeks of WCW before it disappeared entirely. Several legends suffered minor to serious injuries. They've canceled the event. Like, for reals? That's it? It's over. They've canceled the event. Yeah, let's do all that. Okay. I don't know what to do about that. 25 to spend. I just need 2 more. Haven't gotten any. What does this mean? Uh-oh. What did I do? I hope this isn't like a accidentally retire button.
Here is your winner.
Oh, okay.
Dan
Okay. Phew.
Wright.
Phew. Like literally just my victory scene. Okay. So that was also my first set of tights before I upgraded to my current look. Okay. Phew. So it's just continue story. That's really all I can do. If I beat AJ, can the show go back on?
All week long, I've been getting messages on social media. Why, AJ? Why did you take out the WCW legends? Why'd you ruin One Night Nitro?
Why did they name it One Night Nitro?
At first, I was slightly offended I wasn't considered for the show. After all, like I said, I was an actual wrestler there. Unlike the superfan wannabe putting it all together, who never stepped foot in a WCW ring. More on him in a second. But then the more I thought about it, I didn't want to be a part of bringing back and honoring the egotistical, greedy dinosaurs who sleptwalk through their matches just to collect a fat paycheck, putting the company out of business and nearly killing my career before it ever got started. In fact, it was so bad down there, when they first offered me a contract, I turned it down and took a job delivering water because it paid more. Because all these so-called legends were flying around in private jets with their guaranteed contracts, wrestling 4 times a year, and there was no money left to pay guys who actually wanted to be there.
That's not accurate at all.
I ended up going to WCW for 3 months, and it was way worse than I thought it would be. Every decision from the top guys was made to hold back the younger, more talented wrestlers like me. Finally, it all caught up to them, and the company folded. I had to go back to the Indies and work my butt off to make it to where I am today. But I'm the exception.
Man, all this revisionist wrestling
history. Most of the younger WCW guys from that era, like my old tag team partner, they never made it. So that's how I remember WCW. Not as this company that beat WWE for a short time, or part of this over-glorified golden era of wrestling, but a sinking ship that almost took down AJ Styles with it.
You were fine.
So that's why I did what I did. I shut down the embarrassing tribute show before it ever happened, and I'd do it again 500 times. So let's circle back to the guy who started all this. You were just a fan when all that with WCW went down. You had no idea what really happened, but in my eyes, that almost makes you worse than the so-called legends you put on a pedestal. You're supposedly a WWE superstar now, so act like it. This isn't your time to play fantasy WCW. It's embarrassing. So you want to talk about destroying me for what I did? Remember, WCW already tried that, and they failed. So I'm going to do a favor for every man and woman in that locker room who has any actual respect for what we do, and destroy you. Challenge accepted.
I just needed that part. Didn't need the rest. Good gravy of your lies about how WCW operated. Pretty sure everyone started getting guaranteed contracts. That's like, yeah, sure, the top guys just did it first, but I'm pretty sure that trickled down to like pretty much everyone by the time they were out of business. Which is part of it. They were paying everybody a ton. Every decision by the top guys was made to hold people like me down, which he clearly saw in January to March of 2001, I'm sure. Back to the Indies, by the way, was like a decade-long career in NWA TNA / Impact Wrestling. Hilarious. Or, you know, then eventually going to New Japan, etc., etc. Did just fine, did AJ Styles. TNA didn't start till like a year and 3 months or so until the end of after the end of WCW, so pretty sure he was doing fine. Working Ring of Honor, working Wild Side, working all over the place. I am damaging AJ Styles with attacks, as requested. Please to climb out of the ring. Alright, apparently he grabbed me and I didn't grab him. Okay. I'm ready. How dare you? Need a pile driver. Why did you stop counting? I'm just trying to get in the ring and climbing the ropes for no reason. Get off me! I didn't touch a button, ref. Leave me alone! You asshole! Good gravy. Spins him around, right back to my feet. Grapple them or in the ring. You got it. Is he attempting the Style Splash? Oh, Finn. It's followed me to Raw. Oh, the ref. Can't possibly know. He's going to blast me with the chair. They're going to form the NWO. I'm not an idiot. Whoa. Ooh. Ooh. This is how they get Bullet Club in their WWE game without using Bullet Club. Okay. Why did you get me excited about the possibility of a WCW show if this was the story? Why are your wrestling storylines in your video game disappointing now? Art imitating life. Just stepped on me. Don't worry about that. Finn just put his hand inside of Kevin Nash's hand. Nothing good can come from this. I don't disagree. Okay. I gotta turn on commentary so I can tell who's saying what. I need to know who is most shocked about the actions of Kevin Nash and so on. One half of the attack... Oh. One of two. The attack by AJ was a wake-up call. Reached out to him and we cleared the air. Wanted to make up for some of the things AJ mentioned about WCW's downfall. Guys, can you slow down? Can I... Thanks. Let me scroll back and read this stupid story. Plus, what AJ did is exactly what NWO would have done. They're the new outsiders, and I'm passing the torch. New outsiders for life. See if one of your buddies is alive and kicking, and you can take on the new outsiders. Nash has to see it in person, so he'll likely be in their corner. Okay. I'm going to team up with Goldberg, maybe. Let me know if you want them to be next. Says Goldberg, X-Pac, Booker T, Ray. I'm going to go Goldberg if I have the choice. Not that he's going to get tagged in, but... Can I? Okay, I'm going to do this because it's going to take me back. It's going to save right there, I'm assuming. If not, it backs up a step at most. Options. Audio volumes. Okay, I'm going to put up to 80 with everything else, I guess. Okay, so now they're gonna call the matches. I'm not going to have to worry about it. Not that I worry about it. We're also going to hear their insightful, like their parts of the stories now, which is better than nothing. 95 overall. Not too shabby. Hopefully the story wraps up in the next 20 minutes or so, if we can help it. Okay, here we go. Challenge has been made. Absolutely Goldberg. Goldberg. Like, not a question. Another shot at AJ. No rematch. Big Kev in the corner. Goldberg and Dan Wright teaming up to take on Finn Balor and AJ Styles. Entrance is off. Straight to the ring for the action.
The WWE Universe has been in shock ever since AJ Styles annihilated an entire roster of WCW legends. And things turned even darker when Kevin Nash joined forces with Styles and Finn Balor.
Story recap.
Especially for the superstar originally responsible for the
I hit a button to try to counter every single one of those strikes. Not a chance. Not even the opportunity. Like, I don't understand why you can do it sometimes and not others.
Alliance of outsiders. If they take them down, then AJ will be on the hook for a one-on-one rematch.
Busted open with the first move of the match. Love it.
Strikes and kicks and punches, just battering their opponent.
Tossed away with the exploder.
Win by pinfall or submission. You got it. What's up, Goldberg?
Devastating brainbuster.
He's got the shoulders
Not a
down.
brainbuster. Burning hammer.
He kicks out before the count hits two.
Way too soon for him to be thinking about a pin. Wrenching the arm. DDT.
Balor's lost momentum here.
Finn Balor's under the gun.
That was nasty.
Into the pin.
And shoulders are down. And he gets the shoulder up before two.
Showing his determination there with that kick out.
Come on, come on. Targeting the head and neck, by the way, if you hadn't noticed. Straight into the pin.
Cover. Shoulders are down.
Bill, get my back butt.
Count before it, too. It'll take more than that to hold him down.
Yeah, let's get him in our corner.
Dishing out a suplex. And he's just become merciless here. He's got that determined look now.
Oh. Yeah. Into the pin.
He breaks the ref's count before 2. I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole. His opponent included. Targeting a body part, working the arm.
AJ gets rid of Goldberg. That's no good.
Spiked him. Here he goes for the win.
Hurry, hurry. Oh, rope break. Here.
Bad predicament right here.
There you go.
He's running on empty right now. Yeah, he's got to dig deep and find another
Get him, Bill.
if he wants to stay in this.
All the time in the world for this long-ass taunt in the ring. I hate this clothesline, or just maybe clotheslines in general. I do not understand how I can't hit it like 80% of the time. I don't get it. Hit the button to hit them with clothesline when I'm like next to them to hit them with a clothesline. 4 to 5 times they counter it into something out of nowhere. Or I just literally run into their grapple or something. Like it's not even a counter, I just literally run into their arms. Get up!
Into the match. Where is this energy coming from?
I don't understand the counter system. I don't understand the defensive system whatsoever. Again, I have perfect defense, by the way, as well, so I have no idea. Just get up! I don't want a hot tag. Get up!
Beautiful! Great response to AJ.
Jesus.
Rough landing off the suplex.
My main complaint of the game is that like a third of the time, I don't feel like I'm actually in control of my character because it's doing a bunch of like animations it's chaining together based on input from like 20 button presses ago. There's the signature. Going into the pin. Bill, gotta have my back here, bud.
Thanks for coming. Crucial moment for Styles.
There we go. Thank you, Goldberg.
Here are your winners, Dan Wright I Am and Goldberg. And teamwork makes the dream work.
We did
in this
it.
tag team victory. Two minds working as one in the ring.
They did it. Okay, show back on. I mean, I gotta beat AJ maybe. Or maybe I beat him at the show. Which, not really that great of a payoff, because he's just a WWE guy that had a problem with the WCW show. Oh, I don't want to do a steel cage match. I hate steel cage matches. Especially WWE, well, I hate WWE steel cage matches where you have to run away to win. Okay. This will be the last thing we do. Settling in a steel cage. Not thrilled. Maybe I could just run out the door. I've never enjoyed the mechanic of you have to climb up the thing and then mash buttons and then get out of the cage. Just the idea that you have to... Oh, pinwheel submission. Cool. That's better. Because if it was just escape only, I do not like that. Unless I was a bad guy and I had been running away from AJ for like months, then it makes sense.
After what we've seen recently, I'm not even sure a steel cage can contain this issue, but we're about to find out.
Biggie. Man, oh man.
Just picking him up, trying every move.
Send him up here.
Up in the suplex.
Oh no. Neck breaker.
Okay, I thought I countered that.
Cover here. And an early kick out. Tried to make short work of things here. Paying it right back with a reversal.
Okay.
Down with a sling blade. And a basement drop kick. He's looking a little off balance. He needs to adapt if he wants to steal the win in that steel cage.
Steal the win. Steal it. Shouldn't be any rope breaks. It's a steel cage match.
Just after 2. This could be a tipping point in this match.
Up.
Being carried around with ease.
His shoulders are down.
Gets the shoulder up after 1.
Getting the shoulder up before
Powerbomb
2
off the cage
tells
into
me
the
end is not
cover.
near.
No good. Let's try this side. Oh, nope. Countered.
What a
Countered.
reversal by AJ Styles. On a flying forearm smash. Oh, man.
Why did that hurt? Why did that hurt me? What on earth was that?
What a shot. Oh, AJ Styles looked to be busted wide open. Oh, this is not good. Oh, flipping the script on him there.
I hit it. I promise. I absolutely countered this maneuver. Thank you.
Knew what was coming there. Driver spiked him.
Wipes him out. Calls for the finish. AJ out on his feet. Not a suplex, you dum-dums.
Thanks for coming. This could put a stop to AJ.
And that'll about do it, folks.
Phew. Okay.
Here is your winner, Dan Wright I Am. No other way to put it, guys. That was kind of a butt kicking.
As
Certainly
always,
was.
Cole, you're more polite than I am, so I'll just say what we're all thinking. This was as one-sided as it gets.
Sure was. Murderized. Now can I have my WCW show? Please? Let me check my DMs. That's how all my business happens. DMs on Twitter. That's sad more than anything. Okay. Oh, that was it. Wait, so I don't actually get the you don't get the WCW show. You just get, it gets canceled and you get revenge. That sucks. That sucks as a story. What a tease. Alright. Well, on that disappointing note, I'm done playing MyRise today. Seriously, it's not even like, oh, okay, you beat AJ and guess what? We're going ahead with the reunion show as planned. It's just like, nah, it's over. So they tried out those like WCW legends for like an in-ring segment and to be a manager. Neat. Neat. Okay. Let me go over here. How about that's weird. That should be the same. That shouldn't have changed to that. Until I did that. And now I'm gonna go ahead and hit this button though. Hiya! Get my big dumb face front and center to thank everybody for watching, no matter who, what, where, when, why, how you happen to be We wish you all chill vibes and clear skies. If you find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share if you can spare it. And maybe get on the horn with these writers. And don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, saying so long for now. We are going to be back on the air Friday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern Time to put a few more hours toward the plot of Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. And then we are back on the air Friday evening at 7 for some community Minecraft. So until then, TTFN, let's see if there's anybody. Oh, there we go. Let's go say hi. Thanks very much for hanging, everybody. We're going to be back next week with more of Dan Wright's rise up the ranks of Raw in this case. And we'll see if there's any more disappointing storylines where you think you're getting something and they pull the rug out from underneath you. All right. Ta-ta for now.